Now, who sounded bad? Mary motherfucking J. Blige. What's up, y'all? This is Poetry with My Twisted Life. Is that my channel? My Twisted Life with Poetry. That's me. I'm Poetry. And this is PNTV episode number 4. I like to call it an episode. Because it's TV. Shit, you know, you get TV episodes on TV. So, thank y'all for coming back to my channel and watching this. This will be a celebrity edition. I'm not going to talk about the black cop that was just shot in St. Louis by the white cop. He was arriving on the scene of a crash and was told to get down on the ground by another white officer. He was not in his uniform. He got down on the ground and complied like the officer told him to do. When all the other officers showed up, one of them recognized him. He said, "Hey, we know him. Let him up." And the white officer shot the black cop. This is when he learned that he was more black than blue. Because he didn't give a fuck that you was an officer. He wasn't hearing it. He just shot another black man down. That's all he knew. And he was assisting with the crash, right? I'm not going to talk about that. I'm not going to talk about that the fact that Bill Cosby, dumbass, is deciding to go on a tour and talk about how to avoid sexual assault. We're not going to talk about that today. I'm not going to talk about the Muslim girl Nadra Hassan, who was set on fire. Oh, her memorial was set on fire. We're not going to talk about that either. What we are going to talk about, though, is celebrity news. I decided that the last Monday of the month, I'm just going to give y'all some random celebrity shit. That's what I'm going to do. Hold on, there's a bus coming down. As I told y'all, I like to be outside when I record the PNTV. I don't know why. It just gives me a different feel from my other videos. Oh, and I got the tea tree on already today, y'all. Y'all don't see me swatting off mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are fucking furious. Fierce? They bad in the motherfucker here in St. Louis. That's what's going on today. So, like I said, what I'm going to talk about is some random stuff. And I just really want to focus on the BET Awards. No, I did not watch the award show. I heard it was a 4-hour-long program that went 2 hours too long. And in addition to the fact that they had a 2-hour red carpet that I didn't watch either. Usually I watch the red carpet, but I watch it on Wendy Williams and like engage in the conversation with her there. That's usually what I do. But I didn't watch that yet. So I'm just gonna go over the clips that I saw. A lot of people were tweeting about Chance the Rapper. They were tweeting about Remy Ma. They were tweeting about Escape and New Edition. So I went on BET's website and I found those clips and I checked them out. So here we go. So Chance the Rapper, at age 24, won the Humanitarian Award. And part of his speech, he was saying that I think at this age, and me being 24 years old, I'm too young to receive that award. And at first I was thinking, damn, he is young to receive this award. He hasn't done all that he can do in his lifetime. But shit, the way things going with black men these days, ain't no telling about. I don't pray that on him, you know. But yeah, a lot of the things that he's doing now with his money, his earnings, for the community as a whole, and like he said, he wanted to expand himself internationally as well. Celebrities that have been out for years ain't even hit his voice, ain't even hit his level. So you well-deserved award, Chance the Rapper. In the middle of his speech, he was like, you know, I want to come up here and I wanted to say something to, you know, police about shooting black bodies. I wanted to say something to Chicago education system about how they still taking out loans and they can't afford to, you know, keep the programs running that they got already going. I wanted to say something. I was like, you better go ahead on, Chance the Rapper. Go ahead on. Talk that talk money. Busta Rhymes was up like, you better say that. Did y'all see that Busta look good? I never used to think Busta Rhymes looked good when he was younger. Now that he done put on weight for some reason, he look good. And I don't like chubby dudes, but Busta look good. So he also said he wanted to talk to the judges about how they incarcerate people. He wanted to talk to how about letting people out of jail who went to jail for weed before y'all start making weed legal and capitalizing off of it. And I was like, go on, Chance, talk that talk. So yeah, Okay, so I'm gonna get on to like some of the performances that people were tweeting about. People were tweeting about Trey Songz, said his performance was lazy, it was boring, it was dull. Okay, what I can say about Trey Songz, he didn't fucking lip sync. Oh my god, I'm so sick of people lip syncing that know how to sing. He didn't lip sync. Now, he sound good to me. There was a few struggle notes, but for the most part, Trey Songz sounded good. But then when he did perform lazily, it was just like, I can't even lie that you got me falling. Then he threw that little hand motion to get like some effect. He followed the little chica around on the stage that was dancing. I mean, she had more body rolls and movement than he had movement in his tone. So his performance was boring. It was kind of like watching Jaheim. Y'all ever used to see Jaheim back in the day? Jaheim is a talented brother as far as singing. His stage performance is very stoic. He stands there like a tree. And Trey was just like, fuck, I'm out here. If you're on this stage, I ain't receiving no motherfucking award and shit, you know. I can't even lie. All I really wanna be is you. I can't think of the song now. That's my shit though. All I really want is you. Oh, man, his ooh, was even ooh, whatever. So yeah, his performance was very fucking lazy. But he didn't sound bad to me. Now, who sounded bad? Mary motherfucking J. Blige. Okay, the people that know me know I have been singing from the jump that Mary J. Blige could not sing. If you ever seen her performances before she get out on stage, she always say, God forgive me, I got a sore throat. I used to bet money to people that when y'all go see her perform that she was gonna say that, and it never failed. I would win every fucking time. She always get on stage and talk about how she got a sore throat. No, but you can't sing. Now, Mary J is a good performer. She knows how to hype the crowd. She has some catchy songs, but she cannot carry a motherfucking tune to save my life, nor hers. Don't even try to hum it, Mary. Baby, the outfit she had on, babe. Yes, her motherfucking her. Yes, Mary looked good. She looked motherfucking good. And the words to the song, is this on her new album? It's damn show to her ex-husband Can't Do. Baby, she dog walked that motherfucker to the park with them lyrics. But you had to get past her voice. It wasn't struggling. That motherfucker was, oh, it was worse than a struggle. Her voice was horrible. But if you can get past the sound of her voice and then you can listen to the words, I laughed through the whole performance. I laughed for two reasons. One, how horrible she sounded. And two, how funny as a motherfucker. How go in your motherfucker, get his ass married with them lyrics that they were. That shit was funny as hell. But she sounded pitiful. Anybody who said she didn't sound pitiful, y'all must be just straight fanatics. I don't even think studio enhancement and mastering and auto-tuning, nothing could fix that performance. I wish Mary would have lip synced that shit. She sounded bad as hell. Oh man. Okay, as far as Remy Ma goes, people was tweeting Remy. The fucked up thing, right? People was tweeting, yeah, get it, Remy, do it, Remy, say that shit, Remy. I straight up, honest to God, thought that they was talking about Remy from Queen Sugar. I was like, people just now watching the Queen Sugar episodes. But what did he say that it was that profound? And everybody like, go ahead, Remy. Then I realized that the BET Awards was on. They was talking about Remy Ma. Put the Ma at the end of that motherfucker, y'all. Don't just like call her Remy. Okay, I'm not gonna even go in on her and the Nicki Minaj thing. I talked about that already once. But that dress, I love me some motherfucking shimmy shimmy. That dress that Remy came out in, her hair was looking good, she looked good. I was like, yes, go ahead on, Remy Ma. This is what I'm talking about in the PNTV. I ain't necessarily got to talk about the news. I'm not finna talk about what everybody else talk about. So that's why I'm not finna even bring up the shit between her and Nicki Minaj. But somebody tell me, because I don't follow them per se, what does "is you dumb" mean? Did she say "is you dumb" or "are you dumb"? Are you dumb? She kept saying that. I'm clueless, and at this point in my life, I am dumb because I don't know what the fuck she's talking about. Because somebody in the comment sections enlighten me on what the fuck does it mean, is you or are you dumb? Was that another dig in Nicki Minaj that I missed? Was it in the Sheether? It's like I told y'all when I did the review on Sheether, on my thoughts on Sheether. I thought 3 minutes of that 6.5 minute track was pretty okay. But the fact that she rhymes a lot of words with the same word, I can't really get into it, but at least 3 minutes of it, she was going in. And those 3 minutes was worth me saying, yeah, she fucked up. But other than that, the is you dumb or are you dumb, I'm not getting it. But people understood that shit. I don't know. Okay, so that's all I got about Remy Ma. Next, Chris Brown. Chris Brown was clearly lip syncing everything. Matter of fact, just put it this way: Chris Brown had his track playing, and every once in a while he would join the fuck in. Now, what I can say about Chris Brown is he's a motherfucking performer. He dances his ass off, and Chris Brown can actually sing. So this is what I'm thinking, Chris. You need to get on the treadmill and run while you sing your songs. That'll help build up your endurance, because you got enough endurance to dance. You got enough endurance to sing, but not together. So that's why either you standing on stage singing, or you standing on stage dancing, but you don't do both of them at the same time. Every time that you start singing, you stop moving. Get on the treadmill and run while you're singing your songs. It'll build up your endurance, and that way you can sing and dance at the same time, and outlast. I learned that from being in the military, and actually Usher, he does that as well. I don't know if he practices anymore, but he used to do that. Just get on the treadmill and sing your songs, helps you build up your endurance. TLC used to do that too. Keep you out there longer, keep things going. But that Privacy song, I fucking hate that Privacy song. And the background dancer that he had with him on that Privacy song, it was horrible too. Like, what the hell? Okay, the Party song. It took me a long time to get to liking that song. It had to grow on me, and I think it only growed on me because the radio played so damn much. But I was not feeling that song either. And those are the two songs he performed. But I can say that Chris Brown looked healthy, if you know what I mean. Okay, let's move on. Bruno Mars, he was pretty dope. People wanted him to do his songs again and play on the radio a lot more. I'm glad he didn't. I like Perm. Put some Perm on that attitude. And you better relax. Ooh, let me show you what you got to do. Gotta bring it back. Show her how to bring it back. Go ahead, Bruno. Oh, show her how to bring it back now, babe. I realized that one of the guys that used to be his hooligan, he was a darker skinned dude, used to wear the really big glasses. That was, I thought he told before, was his best friend. I realized he is not in the group any longer. The other guys, they be getting it, but they don't get it like he used to get it. Another bus come down the street, hold on. Alright, y'all, I'm glad I stopped the camera when I did, because that motherfucker was crashing on me. Took me about 5 minutes just to get that bitch unlocked. And I hope that first video saved. Thank you, Jesus. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Okay, so one of the things I'm talking about Bruno Mars. So yeah, his homeboy ain't with him no more. But one of the things that people were trending about wasn't necessarily his performance, was the fact that he won pop R&B singer, and he's not black. Okay, Bruno Mars is American Samoan. He's like The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Y'all know how y'all motherfuckers like to claim him as a black person too. He's American Samoan. And I think Jason Momoa, Nicole Scherzinger with the Pussycat Dolls, I think she's American Samoan as well. Okay, if you know anything about American Samoan people, their cultures are so close to African cultures that they could be one and the same as far as tribal rituals and belief, except for the Samoan people still practice greatly, even the American Samoan people, compared to African Americans that we don't. I've never known Bruno Mars to claim to be black, but it's for me and my thought process. When you look at Asian cultures, Hawaii is predominantly Japanese as a culture. When you look at these Asian cultures, I would consider the Samoans, the black people, of their culture, of their genetic culture. Is that right? Genetic culture? That ain't probably right. So, you know, just like the Aboriginals in Australia, they the black people of Australia. There's some other people that's like that, and I'm like, if when we came to America, we were Africans, and those of us that were born here, we are African Americans because we descended from Africans. The label black was put onto us by the United States government as a way to classify us by color. So although most Samoans aren't highly melanated, they're not chocolatey until they get into the sun like we do, I would still call them black. That's just me. Look, they're not African Americans, they're Samoan Americans, but yeah, I still, so anyway, it's not that I'm necessarily claiming him as black. He's a person of color, and I have no problem with him winning a BET Awards. Fuck, BET is not even owned by black people anymore, so what the fuck you bitching about? So, and I will be going to see Bruno Mars concert. Yes, I will, like I did before the first time, and I'm gonna be getting my soul on and my funk on. And when you think about all these other European artists, you know, we had like the Izzy and the Timberlakes, the ones who have benefited from the culture of the black race, of black music, urban culture, things of that nature. They don't speak out on issues concerning black people. Bruno Mars has. He did a whole Vibe magazine article about how music started from black people, from Africans, and so he ain't never been shy to hold his tongue when it comes to speaking about injustice. So yeah, not saying that he a black man, an African American man, but he's a person of color that I fucks with. I mean, shit, fuck, I'm going to see Ed Sheeran concert too, so I would go see anybody's concert. I like good music, and he ain't black, but if he puts out a dope ass jam, whether it be pop R&B, that's a dope ass jam, then and it's the best of the year, then fuck it, so be it. Okay, my battery about to die. Damn. Okay, so New Edition's performance, that was the shit for me. That was like fucking everything for me. They started off with Mr. Telephone Man. Okay, that didn't sound good. Bobby was struggling. He had that little after dope man voice, but they still did their thing. They were still out there rocking, getting their performance on. I don't know what that Barracuda was that Bobby had on his shoulder. I want to say, was that from the Any cover? I don't remember. He jugged that motherfucker up, and Bobby was out there doing his thing with his struggle voice. And people was talking about on Johnny Gill, he did Can You Stand the Rain. He was struggling too. On some notes he was getting it. Then he went to church. It's a little bit too long. I was like, come on, bring it back down, Johnny. Come on. Ralph out there encouraging him and shit. And people was talking about that Ralph was singing to a track. Okay, on If It Isn't Love, it did start off originally sounding like Ralph was singing to a track. But the problem that I noticed is that Ralph's mic was not working right. There was a lot of times that Ricky Bell took over his lyrics, and he didn't take over his lyrics because Ralph couldn't sing. Because when they first started off, you could hear Ralph clearly, and he was singing in his natural voice. That was not a lip sync. And Ricky Bell had to take over. You can see them be looking at the mic like, what the fuck? And his sound, it was cracking, it was fading. So yeah, I can understand Ricky feeling for the song. I appreciate it personally. But when they brought out the whole motherfucking cast of the New Edition movie, all them little generations of NE on stage together, they was all in sync. They was getting it. I was like, why these boys need to sing for real. Both sets. The older New Edition from the movie, the middle kid, they need to sing. They sound motherfucking good. They was harmonizing. Everybody was in step. Bobby was, behind a little 1-2 step every once in a while, but shit, that was Bobby. If you watch the movie, he was always behind just a sad bit. They was getting it. That was it. That was it for me. I didn't need to see shit else. When they came on the stage, I was like, I swear I was like Eddie Kane mama in 5 Heartbeats. I was like, when Eddie Kane hit that note, he was holding, she was like, that's exactly how I was. I swear for goodness. You could hear me screaming this early in the fucking morning. Let's see. Oh yeah, if it isn't love, they did good. So I did see Escape. People were tripping off Escape a lot. Candy had some struggle notes, and then she had some notes that she hit pretty good. Tiny sounded like Tiny. I always thought she was an okay singer. I never thought she was amazing, but she could hold a motherfucking note, so she did good. The sisters, they was clowning. It sounded like one of their mics was turned up more than the other, and she already has. Is that Latasha? Her mic was turned up louder than everybody else's, and she already has a loud voice, so she was really louder than the rest of them. And it seemed like they was battling for whose voice was gonna shine the most on stage. I think when they get together, they start touring a little bit more. Hopefully, they gel better. Some of the harmonies were there, some of them weren't. Ralph Tresvant was in the audience looking like, because they on tour when they audition. So is they part of the tour offer? And they coming out with 2 movie biopics about Escape. One that Jermaine Dupri is doing, and then one that they're doing with Mona Scott Love. The one with Jermaine Dupri is not authorized. So it's gonna be 2 Escape movies, I think, coming out at the same damn time. I'm gonna watch one. I ain't gonna watch both of them, I don't think. I don't like them that much like that. I mean, they had some jams. Oh, they was also tweeting about Leslie Jones. So I watched a few of her skits. I always thought Leslie Jones was funny as a stand-up person, and even on this the clips that I saw, I still thought that she was pretty funny. What I did not like is that she kept fucking screaming. It's one thing to be boisterous, hyped up, amped up, projecting your voice. No, she was beyond that. She was motherfucking screaming, and that screaming took away from her fucking jokes and started getting on my nerves, so I started tuning her the fuck out after a while. But other than that, Leslie looked good. I thought she was cool. Just so yeah, since my battery's about dying, I'm just gonna run through the last little things. Like I said, I think I'm gonna make the last Monday of the month just all celebrity related shit. So Kim and Kanye, they about to have their 3rd baby. They hired a surrogate to carry this one. Evidently Kim had some high-risk pregnancies the first 2 times, and this is the safest and best option for them. I am so surprised that they want to have another baby. That's what I'm surprised about. Beyonce and Jay-Z gave birth to their little goobers 2 weeks ago. Her dad busted the news out about a week ago, and people was mad that he did that. Matthew. And then somebody gave a shout out to them on Twitter and said that the baby's names were going to be Sean and B. Sean because Jay-Z's name is Sean, and B off of Beyonce's name. Instead of it being the Bay part, it's going to be pronounced B. I don't know if that's the real names or not, but I thought that the baby's names should have been Brooklyn and Houston. She's from Houston. He's from in the BK. Yeah, he's from Brooklyn. So I thought Brooklyn and Houston would have been cute names for the twins. That's both of the cities that they from. Houston being the boy, and Brooklyn being the girl. If it's a boy and girl, because they still haven't determined the sex. A couple days ago, they said that the babies were released from the hospital, and then just a few hours ago, or at least this morning, they said the babies were still in ICU. They were premature, which is expected for twins, and they came out jaundiced. I think that is a high risk thing for twins as well, especially when they're premature, or at least a high risk for premature babies. So I think they're gonna come on out and be fine once they are actually set free into the world, and then we'll learn the names of those goobers. This is my run through right here, because I'm running out of town. Safari apparently got jumped. Safari, the one that used to date Nicki Minaj, apparently got jumped by Meek Mill's crew. I saw a clip of the video. What I saw was Safari's boy getting manhandled, and Safari stepping out unscathed, not a stain on him. That's what I saw. So I don't even know if they even said that was really Meek Mill's crew or not. I haven't even looked into it again. But after the BET Awards, apparently the Migos got into it with Chris Brown on the parking lot over Karuchi. Why the fuck is Chris Brown still fighting over Karuchi? I hope that's not true. Boy, let that shit go. You already got a restraining order in place. I'm surprised y'all was in the same building together because she announced an award and Chris Brown performed. But why the fuck are you beefing over Karuchi? I don't know. And actually, I really don't want to know. I just think, let that shit go, homie. So, I read an article that Allen Iverson, my baby daddy, was returning to the NBA as a coach. But I could not find out what he's supposed to be coaching. I want to say it's the Big 3 thing. I don't know, but I need to look into that more because I can't find out who he's supposed to be coaching with. But after 7 years of not playing basketball, AI is supposed to be coming back as a coach, which I'll be glad to see that. It's in Sports Illustrated, so if you got the Sports Illustrated article, they did 2 different layouts with him. If y'all read it, let me know who he returned as a coach for, or if he's returned as a coach at all. The movies I'm hyped up to see this month. I'm going to probably start doing this for July. I'm hyped up to see some movies. So for July, I am going to see... Where is it at? Girls Trip. I'm really excited to see Girls Trip. I'm really excited for Planet of the Apes. The war is coming, baby. Yes, indeedy. We got all these wars coming. We got winter is coming for Game of Thrones. We got the war, all-out war for The Walking Dead. And now we got the Planet of the Apes war, baby. I am super fucking excited about that shit. And I think the Justice League is coming out at the end of this year, too. That's another goddamn war. Oh, and let's see. What else am I excited about? The Spider-Man movie. I'm not too sure if I want to go see that, but I guess I'm going to see it. I've seen the whole franchise, so I think I'm going to see it. Dark Tower. Stephen King's book, Dark Tower. Yes. Idris is playing in it. I want to go see that. And I don't even like scary movies. Y'all know Stephen King scares the shit out of me with his movies, but I want to see that. So I still have not seen Cars, which came out in June. I still have not seen King Arthur, which came out in June. So those are all 2 movies that I still got to go see probably before this week is over with for my June movies. But for July, those are what I'm going to see. I'll remind again in August, but in August I'm going to see the Detroit movie. Me and B Fabulous You are going to both review that on our channels. But yeah, I'm going to be broke going to the fucking movies. I'll be in LA for the holidays. Anybody out in LA want to shout out to me? I'll be out in LA for the holidays. So just a reminder, if you watch my reviews, Power and Real Housewives of Potomac will be late. I will be in LA on Sunday, and you may or may not get that video that night, depending on how I feel and if I'm in the doggone room and trying to watch TV. But I normally don't watch TV while I go on vacation. That's a lie. I do watch TV while I go on vacation, but usually if I'm in a foreign country, I watch what they got on their foreign TV. LA is not a foreign country. Yeah, thank y'all for watching. This is PNTV number 4. The celebrity edition, all about celebrity news and the movies that you can go see with me. Alright, y'all, thank you for coming back. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Put any comments that you want to in the comment section. Tell me what you think about this video or any of the things that I talked about. Peace.